So, Chelsea became the first Premier League team to take the lead in the second half of a Premier League game and then end up losing by 3 goals or more. Anthony Rudiger finally scored from a very long place out, but it wasn't to be, as Chelsea welcomed Brentford to Stamford Bridge for 1-1. You're welcome to Strictly Sports. It's another episode. Johnbinho is here with you, and Akachukwu is here as well. Rotimi is here. We have another person in the form of Emelie, joining us as well, and we have a couple of things to talk about today. We will talk about the Champions League knockout stages. Also talk about goalkeepers and how it has become important for a goalkeeper to know how to use their feet. And then basketball, of course. Lots of things are happening. The Lakers, being the Lakers, the Warriors being inconsistent without Steph Curry, and the Nets losing tomorrow despite wonderful showing Kyrie Irving and KD, that's Kevin Durant. But it's just a lot of stuff to talk about. Welcome, my guys. Rotimi, you're welcome.
Thanks for having me here, and I can't wait to talk about how Chelsea, capitulated yesterday.
All right, and Akachukwu, you're welcome as well.
Yeah, thank you. Rotimi, I can't wait to talk about how Manchester United capitulated.
And Emelie, you're welcome. Okay, I don't know. We will join us at some point. Let me start with Rotimi because he likes to have the floor first sometimes, so that and then we'll put him in call. At the weekend, a lot of stuff happened. United playing 1-1, but I think the headline was the fact that Chelsea swallowed 4 goals against Brentford.
They took it in. They swallowed it. There are not enough words to explain what happened yesterday. I've been seeing a lot of names thrown around. There's Alonso. People are blaming several people. Well, why is the manager not getting any of this blame in this utter disgrace of his performance? Welcoming Brentford to your team. This team hasn't exactly been consistent to anything, boys. They came to Stamford Bridge with one job. They did it well. They outplayed Chelsea. They executed their tactics to perfection. My favorite part of it was the Eriksen goal. It was like a fairy tale. Made me feel genuinely happy seeing blues in tears. It's just a taste of what is to come as Chelsea's season capitulates towards the end of the season.
Okay, what is at the end of what is to come? That's interesting. Akachukwu.
Rotimi is just so much of a Chelsea hater, but it's fine. Is allowed. Any Chelsea hate is very, very much allowed. Man United, I don't know. I really don't know what to say about United. We shouldn't be talking about them anymore. They are not that important. It was an okay draw for Leicester. Leicester did well, I think. I don't know what's happening with United. Towards the end of the season, they might not even finish. They realistically might not finish 7th. And I'm not saying facts. There's a very realistic chance. Because Arsenal look good, Spurs look good. And then you never know, West Ham might. I don't know, Sha.
Even Wolves are looking good.
Yeah, Wolves are looking good. So you never know. I don't expect so much from West Ham and Wolves. But United are just so lackadaisical. They don't really have anything to play for. They know they are not making the Champions League. They know none of them have any illusion that they are going to make the Champions League. They know they can't. Arsenal and Spurs, it's going to be between those two, and I'd tip Arsenal. But United are not there at all. They're not there at all. So they don't really have a lot. Some of them, they don't. There are too many people in the team that don't know what they are going to do next. There's Ronaldo, there's Pogba, there's I don't know. They are just
But Bruno has signed a new contract. 5 years.
And I saw Paul Messi, and it's just so disrespectful. Why would they give Bruno a 4-year contract? That what if the new manager does not like him? All the moaning and throwing hands in the air, blah blah. These British guys, like they have mental issues because those same guys they won't really lash Rashford. What's happening to Rashford was a foreign player, they would have destroyed that person by now. That person would have been in depression, would have maybe been close to suicide. But look at what Rashford is doing. Then Bruno is the best player in that team this season. It is Bruno. Like, do you understand? It's Bruno. They are nowhere this season without Ronaldo. Like, Ronaldo just pops up sometimes, but Bruno has been consistently there. So I don't know why. I don't know. It's just the British thing. Anyway, United, I've spoken about them for too long.
All right, let's quickly talk about
it was a good draw for Leicester.
Can we talk about the Champions League so that we can dive into other stuff as well? Because we have Manchester City against Atletico Madrid, Benfica versus Liverpool. That's on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday, Chelsea versus Real Madrid, Villarreal versus Bayern Munich. That's a tricky one, Abi.
Tricky. Bayern are just going to set another record for goals this time around. I don't know why they keep getting easy opponents. I expect to see something ridiculous like maybe 5-0 or 6-0 in the first leg and maybe a comfortable 2-0 win in the second leg while resting most of their players. It's the matches you should be looking at the Atletico game, the Liverpool game. Those are the important matches. Those are the ones where you don't know who might win and who might lose. But I think the one we should really be discussing is the Manchester City game. Where I expect Pep to be shown as a fraud once again.
So are you saying that Atletico Madrid will give Manchester City a run for their money?
Run. They are not running anywhere. They will do a smash and grab like they always do and send Pep full packing. Pep is probably, like I said in the previous podcast, Pep is going to think of this master formation using a weird player as a false nine and come morning and explaining why Atletico is so good, why they play so good, why they play so well. Meanwhile, Man City would have failed to convert most of their chances because he wouldn't have started any recognized striker. So that's what I expect to happen once again.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Emelie.
Yes, we can hear you. We've been waiting for you for a while. We've been waiting for you.
Network. Anyways, let me chip in something. Look, the only thing I think will play major factor here is Pep. Since leaving Spanish league, he has been very, very, very useless against Spanish players. You would think that someone that coached Barcelona for so long would understand how the teams play. He went to Barcelona and he made a mess of himself. I understand, okay, he went to Bayern Munich. Okay, I understand that he played against Real Madrid that were like the hottest team. I can understand that. But you came up against Barcelona that had MSN. You understand how they were playing and you're passing from the back. It's almost like he sabotaged the whole tactics just to be great. So if that is going to go anything by what he usually does, I think he might make a mess of it. Only because I don't trust him against Spanish teams. But that aside, you say something about Real Madrid collecting 5 from Bayern. No, it cannot work. I mean, they narrowly escaped PSG, and maybe because we expected so much from PSG because Messi is there, Neymar is there, Mbappe. It could happen to anybody. But you are not going to be walking through their midfield, going to score them ridiculous goals. 5-0. Now you buy them breakfast.
Is Villarreal that is playing Bayern Munich?
Oh, I thought he said Real Madrid. Yeah. So what is Villarreal still doing? Have they bought tickets? Have they invested the money in MMM? They should just use their transport and invest the money in MMM.
But I think you guys are underestimating Villarreal. So Bayern haven't really been good this season. I don't think Nagelsmann has really been good, but they are just going to win the title easily because the other teams are worse. Yeah, Bayern haven't been really good.
Yeah.
In patches, they are good, they are great, but they haven't been really good. Secondly, and most importantly, Emery is a perfect organizer of an underdog team, like a defensive team. That's what he does. That's what he's good at. That's literally what he's good at. Yeah. So especially in Spain, I don't think they are going to lose by much. Maybe 2-0, 3-1, that kind of thing. If they can even win, that match can end in a draw. It can end in a 1-0 win for Bayern. So I won't really write Villarreal off. In Germany, anything can happen. If Bayern have to win, like maybe it's a draw in Spain and then they go to Germany, Bayern will destroy them. None of those things will matter again. But in this first leg, and considering how Bayern have been playing recently, I don't really expect it to be like a big win, in my opinion. Everything is perfectly straightforward in this week's fixtures to me. Liverpool are winning Benfica, Man City are winning Atletico. I think it's just about the only difficult game to predict is Madrid and Chelsea. And I think I see a lot of Chelsea fans, especially on Twitter, they are so confident. Oh, this is Chelsea, Madrid. Historically, they've never beaten us. Bro, all those things do not matter. Like, this is the best team in the history of this competition. With or without Ronaldo, they have extremely quality players that can perform at this level. Do you understand? Like, and Chelsea are not so great. Chelsea are a very quality team too, but Chelsea are not so great that you can come and think they are favorites in a game against this Real Madrid team with Benzema. As at when the draws were made, I wasn't sure Benzema was playing. So I felt, in fact, I thought he was missing the game. I heard he was missing the game. So, like, I thought Chelsea were favorites if Benzema wasn't playing. But, anything can happen in that game. Like, anything can happen. Madrid can come to England and win 1-0 or 2-0. Like, and nothing, it won't even be a shock. They can come and dominate Chelsea's life. And Chelsea won't see ball to touch. Like, or they can just come and counter. Chelsea will hold the ball, Chelsea will pass, and they'll counter and score 1 or 2 goals. It can happen. At the same time, Chelsea can win. It can be a draw. I don't know. Anything can happen, sure.
I would lean towards Chelsea winning because I don't know the Chelsea you are talking about. It's just because they ate a lot of fufu this last weekend and they are full. But Chelsea is not a team that will go down like back to back. There's a mentality that Tuchel brought to this current team that they are fighters. And that was why I was surprised when I saw them eating first course meal, second course meal, third course meal. It was ordering pop on top. I was like, nah, wow. But if I'm going to bet on this game, I'll say Chelsea to qualify. That is because of what Real Madrid played against PSG. I saw that as Benzema's brilliance and not the team. The team didn't really do anything. So just Benzema from the blue. And you have Thiago Silva in the defense. You have really that. You would say, did these guys not play against Tony and Eriksen? They did, but once in a while you have a bad day. But when it comes to Champions League, for now, I would say Chelsea are favorites to qualify for that time.
You know, you seem to be playing safe. Aka and Emelie, you seem to be playing safe with your predictions, and I respect it. I completely respect it. But I'm not going to play safe. I'm going to, lay my cards out on the table. Chelsea are going to be utterly disgraced. It's not going to be close. Madrid are going to qualify. Like I said, Bayern is probably going to win 7-0 or 8-0 on aggregate. It's going to be a destruction. The first thing is probably 5-0. The remaining 2 games might be close, but it all depends on Pep. Like I said, I've seen Pep so long. I've watched him since he left Barcelona. He's so predictable. The fact that he's unpredictable. when he gets to the big game, he's going to change things. Look at how he lost the final to the Champions League final to Chelsea. Just because he felt okay, I have to do something. Then he came out and he said, "Why Chelsea play so good?" So that was what I expect. I expect him to do something similar.
Rotimi is a brave man. Rotimi is a brave man.
Anyway, we're going to get away with it. We'll let him get away with it, right? Now, let's.
I want to talk about the Atletico game. So while I think Man City would win, I think there's so much Guardiola slander for no reason. And Emelie and Rotimi just did what I don't understand. Like, this guy is great. So Champions League, it happens sometimes. Sometimes he just loses because the team he's playing against is the better team. He doesn't always have to win, but at a point he would win. But there's so much like, anytime he loses, it's because he does something crazy. He does what he thinks would win him the game. He does what he thinks gives him the best chance of winning the game. And he has won so much. Like, he has won so much. Unbelievable.
Well as he winning
so much in Europe. He has just
it's not always about the Champions League, Rotimi. It's not always about the Champions League. But he almost never goes trophyless. It's not almost.
The Champions League is what we are focused now. We're not talking about the league.
The Champions League is
your great Ferguson, who is the greatest coach of all time. He coached for 26 seasons at United. How many Champions Leagues did he have?
Okay, look. I would like to put in a word, right?
No, look.
When you look at Pep Guardiola, right?
Of coaches. I'm not making comparison of coaches. What I'm saying here is that the subject in matter is Champions League. Okay, see, in record in league, we're not saving from Juan Felix.
I know. I just said I think you guys are thinking about like two hashtag.
If you look at Pep since he left Messi, since he left Lionel Messi, look at Pep. Okay. Look at Messi without Pep. Look at Pep without Messi. Pep won 2 Champions Leagues with Messi, right? And he left Messi. He went to the best team in Europe, right? 3 years at the best team in Europe, no Champions League.
What do you mean the best team in Europe? What do you mean?
Let me finish. He left the best team in Europe after 3 years, no Champions League. I think 2 years after that, Bayern Munich to win the Champions League. They won the Champions League before he got there, and they won the Champions League after he left. So what is the common factor there? Pep Guardiola. It's not bad luck. It's Pep. It's not bad luck. You can't be locked for 3 years straight. It has to be something fundamentally wrong in his tactics. Pep's tactics is not suited to Europe. I'll say it here now. He's proving it time and time out again. His tactics is not.
It's very possible. It's very possible. But it's very possible. But I don't know, but it's very possible. Whatever. But this Atletico game, Atletico are so dangerous. I want you people to why I'm saying this is because I want you guys to understand that there's a very big chance Atletico would win this tie. And if and when Atletico win this tie, you guys shouldn't start saying is Guardiola this, Guardiola that. This Atletico team are so good. Do you understand? It's not about Guardiola, it's about his opponents. Atletico don't have anything to fight for in the league. This is their season.
It's not about
his opponent. And this is a good, however Atletico's Simeone's Atletico is, like in a cup, like Champions League, they will play their lives. And if they play their lives, like problem. We know all this.
To win the Champions League, you have to beat the best team.
Yes, I know.
Where Madrid faced 5 of the, let's say, 8 best teams in Europe in a single Champions League, and they won it. So let's stop all this. Let's go into a good team.
But like, just shift some of the attention from Guardiola. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, Aka, do you know the only reason
Can we put a wrap on that particular one, so that we can move to basketball very quickly?
Yeah, let Emelie round up. Let me hear what Emelie round up.
The only reason I'll put blame on Pep is, you remember why we criticized Leeds coach? His inability to adapt, just very stubborn. Now look at Pep and Ole's time together. Ole was someone that we criticize every time that he doesn't have plan B. Yet Ole was able to get the better of Pep whenever they met. Like, I started becoming confident that I go show Man City. Can you imagine? And the reason was simple. Man U, they were playing counter football. They don't even play it as well as Atletico Madrid. And every time Ole with his one single plan will come and give Pep run for his money. And you're talking about Diego Simeone that will catch players when they are 2 years and start teaching them packing of balls. I feel bad for Pep. It's almost like he has lost the game, which is funny because he will not adjust he will not make compromise to his kind of football to win. He's that kind of person that will go.
I guess now it would now come down to just the players on the pitch. Like, just fight your desire, how much you want to win the game. It's no longer so much about quality.
Well, we all know who has more of that between Atletico and Man City. Yeah, we do.
But
let's see how it goes.
Some people they play players. They go enjoy themselves.
All right, it's basketball.
No,
Lakers,
it's not basketball time. It's Mendy time. Let's talk about Benjamin. Let's talk about goalkeepers. Let's talk about goalkeepers. Who is the best goalkeeper in the world?
The best goalkeeper in the world.
I don't even think about it. I don't need to. It's Alisson.
I want to say the best goalkeeper in the world is Edward Mendy.
He's definitely not the guy that drank 4 goals yesterday, and it's not the guy that was the reason.
John, I want to ask John, I just want you again to give me a very, very good answer. I don't want you to be biased. I just want you to tell me the truth. If you could have Benjamin Mendy, that could play with his feet, that could receive ball, pass the ball, be a better sweeper, play the ball,
imagine
not play the ball. If you could have that,
I don't need that. You can talk about what you want to say, but there are different things. Edward goalkeeper is the best in the world. You can say whatever you want to say.
He's a good goalkeeper. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. He's a very, very good goalkeeper. But when you're talking about the best conversation, the conversations for the best goalkeepers in the world, he will never be there.
Yes,
he will never be there.
Why will
when you're talking about the best, he will never be there. You call Manuel Neuer. That's why Manuel Neuer has been the best for how many years? He has been the best for 10, 12 years. Manuel Neuer.
Please, who is the best player in the world right now?
Oh, you want to lock my head?
No,
ask me. John, ask me.
Something. You will say Ronaldo. I know.
Who is the best player? I will stand with John on this one because look at the problem. It's not like Haba. I wasn't sold on Mendy because of the hype he came with. The first thing Chelsea is Chelsea fans. They talk too much. It's like when God finished creating everybody back, and then some kind of pride was remaining. Every animal don't collect pride. God was like, this leftover pride. Let's go do it. I need to carry and stone Chelsea fans. It was too much. They were like, check, endorse him and all that stuff. And he came there. He impressed me. I wasn't going to lie because I remember the first match they lost. It was against Wolves. I was celebrating that goal like Champions League only because it humbled them. Now, the only reason you can get that kind of reaction from me is because I've been a hater for so long, and the guy took that long just to give me material to celebrate. Haba, because of him, but a few years they know me say we will the corner trash. Person they talk Alisson, and this one, are you serious? Are you serious?
All of them when they
right?
Food are there.
John, forget about Alisson. Forget about Alisson. Wait, let's be truthful here. Forget about Alisson. It's Oblak.
Yes.
Oblak and Mendy, who is a better shot stopper?
It's not even close now.
You know
That's not fair.
Oblak is presently not on form.
Exactly.
This season. But in some games, you saw in some games you still play really well, and you know his level.
Okay, wait. We are calling players based on form.
Is Mendy in form? Is Mendy informed?
I'm not even calling Oblak John. I'm not saying Oblak is better than him right now. I was just trying to ask you something very particular. Note, I mentioned the particular attribute, shot stopping. I didn't say who is a better goalkeeper right now. But Oblak and Mendy, who is a better shot stopper? It's Oblak, obviously. And even when Oblak, what did he say?
He said it's the best when it comes to shot stopping.
No.
Yes, he's the best in the world. But now, like, football has improved.
Up to now, it's still Manuel Neuer. In shot stopping. I just like to put that out there.
Oblak is a better shot stopper than Neuer. Neuer is a better an overall better goalkeeper.
I still remember that save that Neuer did for a walkout header. Point blank. Point blank. Zero reaction time.
Oblak played better saves, my brother.
You're talking about the save that Arsenal players wanted Walcott's head for, that they say he could have done better. It was there.
No, not that one. It's not that one. That one he tried to chip. He's talking about the header.
The header.
I'm talking about the header, yes. The header that he just changed the direction. It didn't go to the far end of the post.
I remember
that attempt.
How did Neuer react in such little time? It was so freaking close.
Yes, I remember.
Anyway,
very
what
okay.
my whole point is it's not about
Allow Akachukwu to make his point.
Wait, it's not about Mendy, it's not about Oblak. It's just about football has moved forward. At the highest level, you have to be able to play with your feet. Like if you're at West Ham or you're at, say, Leverkusen or at a team like that. Okay, Leverkusen is even in Germany, so their style of play, you have to be able to play with your feet. But I'm just trying to say, if you're at a lesser club like an Everton, you don't necessarily need that attribute. But at the top tier, you see, like, you have to be able to play with your feet. You have to.
Okay.
It's a must. Because modern coaches like to use different tactics. Like modern coaches like to, even Tuchel likes to use different tactics. And there are some tactics he wants to use that it involves the goalkeeper playing higher. Do you understand? So you can't tell me someone that has a better mix of shot stopping and playing with his feet, like Ederson or Alisson, or Neuer, you never call Mendy.
No. Mendy is better than Ederson. Mendy is better than Ederson. Yeah, let's not go there.
I tried to call Ederson and I was not disappointed in the core rapper.
This stuff, like popular. Coming out, playing with your feet, super goalkeeper.
Yes.
How many other goalkeepers in the world have been as successful?
Have affected
Victor Valdez.
Long-term success.
Victor Valdez.
Ederson, he has won like 2 million Premier League titles and like 5,000 trophies. Other trophies.
No,
I'm listening.
Calm down.
So
he has like 3 or 2 Premier League. So come on. When did that
I know, obviously, I'm exaggerating. How is he going to get 1 million?
Okay, I can't listen to this stuff. So, and Manuel Neuer used to be in Schalke before he went to Bayern Munich. Yeah. The last match I watched Manuel Neuer in Schalke, he collected 8 from Manchester United. I think it was 8-2. Now, when he went to Bayern, he started making this progressive goalkeeping thing. It was becoming new. I mean, you will see him in center line. I don't know if he was hungry for the ball or I don't know. But he made this thing so good that people started adapting it. Do you understand? But the question I always ask people is, first of all, it boils down to your coach. If Mourinho catch you for center line, just go buy your own club. You get like just leave his team. First one. Secondly, is it a compromise you're willing to make? A goalkeeper that is good with his feet but cannot save well? Because I remember very well, there were clips of Courtois that I watched when he was in Chelsea. This guy was doing mad tricks that average footballers can't do. But Chelsea fans were tired of him not being able to save low balls. Lukaku literally made a fist out of this guy.
You don't need to go that far.
Do you understand?
Emelie, I would not want a compromise. Emelie, at the top level, I would not want a ball. I would want a good, like, almost equally so good. They aren't so
That is
many
a
now.
good
They're like they aren't so many. Like
Exactly.
I called Allison, I called Ederson, I called Neuer, Ter Stegen to an
Stop
extent.
calling Ederson.
Exactly. So how many top clubs
Stop
are
calling
there?
Ederson.
Obviously, they are going to be clubs that will miss out on this kind of keepers. Do you get? So allow Chelsea to make do with their great keeper that cannot use it.
Yeah,
But
he's
now-
great. He's great for Chelsea. Chelsea are a small club, so like he's totally fine for them. I just want them to get rid of that hype that Mendy this, Mendy that, Mendy best goalkeeper in the world. No, he's
Which
very
hype?
good for you.
He's
He's perfect for you.
Recommend. I was so
Cannot score his-
disappointed in you, bro.
See the near post shot, even the shot stopping. Look at what they scored in the third goal. Look at the near post shot. Is wow, a
I
great
see.
goal.
Let's talk about goals.
Please, like,
Goals
let's
that
not
scored
do that,
against
I beg. Alisson saves at least one on one almost every game. Almost
Okay.
every game. His shot stopping is way better than Mendy's shot stopping. Do you
Okay, I
understand? Even the shot stopping, Mendy is not even close to Alisson, guy.
Okay.
Like, do you understand?
Yeah. I
Can you hear me? At the peak
I
of
can
his
hear you.
powers, consider the near post header against Drogba. Near post.
Yes, I remember.
Okay, guys. I think it's time we wrap up about the goalkeepers because
There's no time for
like they
basketball.
say,
Basketball to another episode. There's no time.
So the
No, we
benefit
have
now is
to
that
talk
men
about the
do not
competition.
agree that-
Yeah, we have to talk about the competition. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's a brief roundup of like what's happening in the NBA. Like it's clutch time. It's almost time for the playoffs. Yeah. So
and I know my
those-
team now box for life.
So, Embiid, Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo are all competing for the MVP title. Kate Cunningham, Evan Mobley, Jalen Green competing for Rookie of the Year. There are a lot of, LeBron, Embiid, Giannis competing for the scoring title. There are a lot of races currently going on. People just
What about the
position.
team? Which team is
Mavericks. People are joking for the Dallas Mavericks, Denver Nuggets, Golden State, Utah Jazz. They are trying to figure out who is going to come third, fourth, fifth.
What about? I'm waiting for a name.
In the NBA.
There's a team I'm waiting for. You've not called.
I believe we are talking about playoff teams. I believe we are talking about playoff teams right now.
Okay, those ones are not in playoffs presently.
No, so people are not. They are not going to make the playoffs. So there's no reason to give them any audio time.
I think you people are. I think you guys are looking down on Lakers. Like,
We're
there are
looking down.
5 games left.
I'm
Yeah.
looking down on-
Chill. There are 5 games left. There's
They are playing
Golden
Suns.
State. There's 2 games against Denver.
Wait.
There's Suns, and then there's one other crappy team. I think Portland.
So we're
or
looking
something.
down on us. A team that's
Do you know
supposed to
that
be
I
number-
believe? Do you know that
You'll
I
go
believe
1
that
and 4.
there's a very big chance Lakers will win 4 of these games?
1 and 4. No. Sorry. They'll definitely
Do you
go 1
know?
and 4.
It's all right.
Wow.
It's all right.
Like KDM, AD is back. Who wrote to me? Don't you believe in AD?
Yeah, so, like we're saying, who do you think is going to win the Rookie of the Year? To me, if I was to place my best, I'll place it on either Evan Mobley or that boy that plays for the Toronto Raptors.
Barnes.
Harvey Barnes.
Come on. I don't know. I don't know if I want you can. Okay, both of them are around the same position on the table. So I don't know. Anybody could win. At least there's not too much hype this season. MVP. Who do you guys think will win the MVP? That one is so open because everybody in the race for the MVP are balling. Like they are all balling.
It's going to be another one for. Yeah,
For
sure.
Start padding is different from your team playing well because let's not forget, as an MVP, your team has to be high up the table.
Yeah, so that's why I believe that. My heart is telling me that Embiid is going to finally win the MVP. After so many.
Yeah, I think Embiid wins. Embiid is balling hard.
My brain is telling me that Giannis. Because if you look at the way the season has gone, Giannis has done it against Kevin Durant how many times now? I think 2 or 3 times this season. He has every single game he brings it hard. And out of the big three in Milwaukee, he's been the only consistent player. Middleton has been in and out. Drew Holiday was for the beginning of the season, came back, went out again. Embiid had a little drama with Ben Simmons, but even after that, since coming back, he's lost some games that make people think twice about his MVP case. Anytime he came up against a big team, I wouldn't put most of the blame on him. I'll put it on Harden, but he still lost those games. So I think that would affect his MVP vote. Joker too might win it, but they're not high enough, in the hype. And Joker is Joker. People don't really rate him all that much
like that. Yes.
So
I didn't hear you.
I'm partial.
Okay, I didn't hear you talk about the two guys that just like came into the conversation just recently, Tatum and
Devin Booker and Jason Tatum. So I believe they'll be around like the top 7. Is definitely going to have Ja Morant, Jason Tatum, Devin Booker. Yeah, but I don't believe they've done enough to peep Joker, Embiid, and Giannis. The things those 3 guys have done this season.
They haven't. I think Joker, Embiid, and Giannis will be the top 3.
What they've done is it's simply unthinkable. The Joker is averaging nearly a triple-double from the center position. He's been amazing, dominating every single game in every category. I think he leads the team in every category. That's unbelievable.
Why is Luka Doncic not in the conversation?
Yeah, he's also going to be in the top 7, along with those 4 guys I named earlier. So Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, Devin Booker, Jason Tatum. Everyone else has to come below that.
Tatum is balling so hard. Do you guys see that there's a chance of Celtics being 1 seed? Though it's very low, because Miami won't lose a lot of games. But there's a very, very realistic chance they will be first or second seed.
The thing is, Jason Tatum might have even had a very, very legit case for the MVP had it not been for the fact that he has a very consistent co-star in Jaylen Brown. So people with co-stars rarely get MVP shouts. If you look back to even the COVID days, people with competent co-stars rarely get MVP shouts. So I don't even believe he'll be. I believe he'll be maybe 6 or 7 just because of Jalen Green.
And Booker has been balling hard.
Yeah, but Booker is also on a good team. That's one of the things I will look at.
On the best team, on the team with the best record in the league.
Yeah.
Booker has
let's talk about one.
Really tried.
Are you guys running away?
LeBron? No. LeBron is most probably going to win the scoring title. And the reason he's going to win it is because LeBron is most likely going to win the scoring title. And why is he going to win it? He's going to win it because he probably has to score 30 or 40 points in all their remaining games. Because they have to win all their remaining games. You can literally see LeBron scoring 40, 50 in 1 or 2 of those games, or 3 safe, if not all. So he's going to score a lot.
If your team ends up losing,
I
told you there's a chance they will qualify for the play.
I think we should take a moment to appreciate what LeBron is doing. LeBron is 37 years old. In year 19, with more mileage than anybody. John, let me finish now. He has more mileage on his body than anybody in the history of the NBA. He's averaging 10.3 points in year 19. Do you know how crazy that is? I think the closest year 19 is about 14.3 points.
You are misunderstanding me, Rotimi. I'm not attacking LeBron. I'm telling you, you're like about this.
What LeBron is doing, right?
He's not winning. You're making excuses for a man who assembled a super team to win the title and right now can't even make the playoffs.
What do you mean a super team?
John, you brought your argument by yourself and you're arguing it with yourself. I didn't bring excuses for LeBron. All I just said is that we appreciate what an old man, what the greatest of all time is doing at such a age. Of all, with so many injuries and having having to allow Russell Westbrook to play the point. We might have our differences as to who you think was the greatest of all time. You understand? But it's still, when it's all said and done, LeBron is going to have the scoring title. He's going to be the all-time.
He has been playing now. The guy is looking for it.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know he has been playing for so long. But if you look at it, he's going to be, when it's all said and done.
He's playing at the top level, so you can never criticize him for playing for so long.
But he's not winning. Are you guys not understanding?
It's fine. We understand that. We acknowledge that. It's fine. His team is not winning.
He's going to have a 40,000 point triple double. 40,000 points, 10,000 steals, 10,000.
This is the same thing we insult Harden for. Harden was proud when his team was losing. And they were saying
10,000 assists and rebounds with me, not steals.
Yes, not steals. Yeah, not steals. But he's got
10,000 steals.
He's not
steals. He get 10,000 steals. It means he's not the greatest defender of all time.
Of all time, not even a good defender like that.
So
yeah, because steals doesn't really.
What I want you guys to understand is he's playing so well.
John,
right?
don't find your voice.
And if anybody could have predicted that he was going to play this well, I think the person would have been a millionaire by now.
It's okay. We understand. Rotimi has been great. Okay, let's move on.
As for the Lakers, they have been trash. They have been, rubbish.
I don't like what you're doing, Rotimi. As for Anthony Davis, please, can you repeat those words? As for
Anthony Davis has been injured once again, unluckily, which is no fault of his own.
I don't want to hear injured, Rotimi. When he has been available, how has he been?
Injuries are a part of sport, It happens to everyone.
Probably not forget this guy.
Very quickly, let me run through the competition. Your predictions for those who are listening and who have gotten to this point. Your prediction for the Champions League games, the 4 Champions League games. Predict the winners, or if the game is going to end in a draw. That's what we want. And the closest to the person with the best, if you're able to get it accurately, or in case nobody gets it accurately, the closest to the right prediction would win a sum of 5,000 naira. Am I correct?
Yeah, the two people.
Okay. Closest to the predictions. So all you have to do, we don't need a score prediction. Just predict maybe Real Madrid to win, or Liverpool to win, or Manchester City to draw. I know. To get it accurately, or the closest to the answers.
For these 4 games.
All 4 games. The closest to the answers will get 5,000 naira. It's time for us to wrap it up. And then maybe
Rotimi should talk about the other competition, the basketball competition.
All right. So those of you NBA fans, looking into the future, if you are able to predict, the 4 main category winners: Rookie of the Year, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the Finals MVP. If you're able to predict those things correctly.
How many categories do you call? 4 or 5?
The 4 of them: the Rookie of the Year, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and the Finals MVP.
Okay.
If you are able to predict those accurately, you win 50,000 naira upfront.
Okay.
All right. So that actually makes sense. That makes sense.
Are we allowed to participate too?
Participate, call. Participant.
I go like win 50K.
No, if you know all the answers.
You don't get
I want to know the answer. I want to get the answers. I know.
Like they say you hold with that. I was like,
So I think like all the entries can come via our Twitter account or IG, and to be eligible, the participants have to follow us on Twitter and IG. We'll drop the posts. We'll drop posts about the competition with more details on our social media handles.
And our TSM handle remains PS_manager.
And this 5,000 naira for 2 people is going to be every week. like we have a question every week, and then before the next podcast we give out. Okay, this one I think. Yeah. I was thinking about if the Champions League games are also extending into next week, but it's just this week. So before our next podcast, we'll give out the prizes.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much for being a part of today's episode of Strictly Sports. Akachukwu, Rotimi, and Emelie. Wonderful.
Thank you.
Yes,
all
boss.
right,
Yes, boss.
So it's time for us to wrap it up. Yeah, Rotimi all the way from London, Emelie, Akachukwu, myself, all in Abuja, different locations too. And that's why we had, one or two hitches with the network. It's been a wonderful time on Strictly Sports. And you can participate on, the giveaway. Go out there, win yourself a couple of money, maybe a couple of bucks, however it is, whatever the English is. Sometimes English is hard. Don't forget to spread kindness around wherever you find yourself. Join us on another episode of Strictly Sports. Bye for now.